good evening, and heck, what a good evening it is. Just look at this sunset coming off around us. Now, we've travelled 40 miles from home, something like that, to come to this place on the Suffolk coast. It's called Shingle Street, and have a look around, you might get an idea of why it's called that. I don't know a great deal about the place, only that it's absolutely a photographer's mecca. Yeah, despite the fact it's, well, I say despite the fact it's a stupid thing to say, isn't it? I mean, it's 9:15 near enough, and there's 5 or 6 photographers around here still. I mean, heck, who wouldn't wait really for sunset and capture these lovely little cottages over here? There's a pool. I'm not sure I'm high enough. You can just about see a pool of salt water that gets trapped in the area here, and you get wonderful reflections and colour and everything off of it. It's a bit breezy today, as you may see, so the surface of the water is a little ripply. I came out for photography. I came out to get time with my wife and my son, and because it's been really precious over the last 6 months or so. It's been a real big problem family-wise. So we came out in the motorhome. We decided we weren't going to travel far. There's a reason for not travelling far. One, time, and two, I've had to book this arm in for amputation to pay for the fuel. I'm just loving these shadows casting down. It's a very minimalist shot. It's all about the colour. Nothing much about the detail, all about the colour. And I'm going to pull that up first. And I really hope you like that, because I've been really struck with this shot. And we always say it as photographers, in the back of the camera, I think it looks really nice. I hope I feel the same way about it when I get it onto the computer. Anyway, here it comes. I really hope you like this, because I'm really struck with it. Well, I'll show you the raw file first, and this is so you can see really what I've done with it to make it a little bit more abstract, a bit more graphic, slightly more ethereal. I think it worked. I've just got another relatively minimalist shot. The sun's going quickly, so I'm going to do this very fast. I'm going to take the shot now. Hold on. Get my focal point over. I don't think it's going to make a lot of odds. I'm going to get a couple of these because I'm not smoothing the water. So it's kind of when I capture the waves kind of crashing on it. It's a relatively simple shot. Just shadow detail there, shadow detail there. Obviously the curve following a line up, and we've got that curve kind of mimicking that curve, light in the middle. I think it's a nice shot. Let me know what you think of it. I'm just seeing myself reflected, not reflected, but portrayed in this in this tiny Osmo Pocket screen here, and the light hitting my face is wonderful. It's just, you wouldn't believe this is the coast of the UK, the east coast of the UK. Here's that shot, and I'll play another one after it, which is of this fast disappearing shingle bank over here, with the curve of this park coming into it. And I've got a long exposure of that as well, which I hope has come out quite nicely. So a couple of shots coming up. I really hope you like them. If you do, please click the like button. It's so important to the channel that you click the like button, because, well, the algorithm likes it. Let's just say the algorithm likes it, and gives me a bit of a boost as well. So, oh, and subscribe, of course. I mean, if you want to see more, stunning shots like this. I don't know whether they're stunning, but if they're stunning, if you want to see more of them, click the subscribe button and tickle the bell. Anyway, here's the shots. sun is dipped below the horizon over here now, but we've got some beautiful colour being picked up in the clouds. More photographers have turned up. I mean, who can blame them? I mean, I've travelled here. But it's lovely. The way in which this pool here kind of lips around, there's a lovely curve to it, which I've captured on a wide angle, basically looking straight into the setting sun over here, and these two little cottages which seem to feature in virtually all single, still can't get it right, Shingle Street. It is a tongue twister, there's no two ways about it, it's a tongue twister. Anyway, these two cottages do seem to feature in most single, I've done it again, Shingle Street photos that I see. And I've just got this wonderful lip here. So I hope you enjoy this photo. At the weather today. I mean, this cloud bank coming up here, look behind me, is awesome, and it's kind of everywhere. I love it, and I don't know how much the sun's going to pick up. Some beautiful oranges and pinks in it. It is incredibly dark straight up here. So yeah, wait for a bit more colour and just see what else happens. Light has gone. We didn't get the pick up in the clouds so much of the setting sun, which is a shame. It's not to say, I mean, there might still be something come of the afterglow, but over in the horizon here where it's set, there's a glow there, but I don't think we're going to pick anything much else up. You can see, you probably really can't see this screen too much, but really being able to pick up this cloud here, and it's really rather awesome. So I'm running some bracketed shots because I don't want to muff it up. I don't want to lose anything by being presumptuous or just careless. So I've got a few bracketed shots. I have on the front of this a graduated filter. That's a 3-stop semi-hard grad on there to just pull the sky down a little more. And I've also got, I wouldn't say a pocket full, but some rather nice shells, which I don't tend to find on the beach back where I live in Munsley. So I'm hoping that I might get some macro out of those in a future shoot. So watch out for that. But anyway, enough of talking of shells. Here's what's probably the final landscape shot of this evening before we retire to Harvey the motorhome, just 100 yards or so that way. Hope you enjoy the shot, and don't forget, click the like button. This is a substantial panorama of the area because my wide angle doesn't go quite wide enough. I did actually do a much larger one, but the impact was somewhat lost. The aim was to get the enormity of the cloud bank, which I think it achieves, but it's not the greatest shot. I'm not sure the eye knows quite where to go with it. These next ones are nice. And this is a 3.5 minute exposure in coming close to darkness. It's the last one from the evening, but we stayed overnight, so there's more to come. Well, this morning, very bright direct sunlight. Some lovely clouds still though, and a little difficult it has to be, so I can't see you with these glasses on. I keep saying this on videos, don't I? I'm sorry. Perhaps going to be a little difficult on the shingle to get anything because the sun's right out over the sea. Behind a cloud right now, but we all know what direct sunlight can be like, particularly kind of middle of summer, and it's 10:15, so it's getting high in the sky. Anyway, what I've seen is a shot which is straight behind us, and I'm sure that doesn't look like a great deal to you right now, so let's talk through it. We're majoring on this post. Everything else is thrown into very soft focus, or soft focus probably doesn't do it justice. I mean, we're kind of F3 on this post. We're getting a bit of the barbed wire in at the bottom, and we're angling, so we look down this line of posts running into the field. Well, I think to call it a field is probably wrong as well, but anyway, it's not the greatest of shot, but because of the cloud cover and the angle that we can kind of get down to, the interesting local closeness of the reed here, we're getting something that's quite a nice little shot. I'm going to be lucky to get this now because it's so busy here that someone's going to want to park here in a minute. Make sure it's all on. Getting low, so I effectively completely obliterate the horizon because it's so soft anyway. The post here breaks the horizon. I think it's quite a nice shot. I've got a couple of variations of it as well. Some vertical ones, what's that called? Portrait ones. But the detail is always on the post, and I rather like it as just a study of a concrete post with some lichen on it, some very old barbed wire and some quite new barbed wire. Just found it interesting. Let me know what you think of it. Cloud cover's coming quite a bit now, and it's mostly cloud rather than blue sky. The sun is really picking its moments to come through, which is a bit of a shame. I've got a Polarise on here more now as legacy because it's not doing a great deal. Some wonderful buildings along this this shingle area. I've wandered around and just wonderful bits of foliage in this shingle here, which is really what the area is noted for. Is vegetated shingle. There are very few areas of it around. Apparently, it's very rare. We've got this yellow flower. Don't know what it is. Got the pink I can say this word normally. Valerium, which is a very common plant to see around here. But heck, it grows everywhere. It becomes very woody in the winter as well, but then just grows up again. It's gorgeous stuff. But in the middle of it, there's this post, a lump of steel with an eye been welded onto it. It's very, very lovely colours, and I'm just shooting through here, getting these things very much out of focus and getting just onto that with the windows of the building behind me. Now, I haven't adjusted the polarizer. I should adjust the polarizer to get the darkness on the windows. Really, it's just such a lovely juxtaposition of the beautiful naturalness and wonderful colours of this plant with the I still can't say it, Valerium kind of in between there, and it's incredibly nice. I love things that are a little decaying and need a little bit of looking after, or got some age to them and weathering, and this really just fits the bill. The house, beautiful as it is, had a fresh coat of paint. You can still see the masking tape on the windows and such, but they haven't got round to the gate yet. I really thank God that they haven't, because it's very nice. So polarizer to darken the reflection of the windows. I'm trying this at different apertures because I don't really want the background in focus. So I've got I do have one where the background is very much more in focus. I'm now down at f5. I'm going to push this down to f3.5. I'm just focusing on the latch. I need to be. The angles are awkward. Right, so let's perhaps go there. I'm going to focus on the latch. f3.5. I suspect that depth probably isn't good enough. So f4.5. Go again on it. Let's change my angle slightly more so we lead the eye through the image a bit better. I like that a lot. I hope you do. Let me know in the comments and give it a thumbs up. Well, I didn't give this one nearly enough time in the preparation. It's not quite there. That latch is lost, and I can't really recover it. I did try it in mono, hopefully that the colour loss would simplify it, but it doesn't. Surefire miss there. One of the best lights for landscape photography during the day, and particularly a summer's day as we are, is this kind of cloudy, semi-sunny sky, because it creates pockets of light and areas of light as the sun breaks through the clouds and such. It makes quite a difference to the way in which the sun and the light reacts with other things. Or subjects, other things, subjects. We've got some nicely defined clouds up here, and some much darker ones behind. But it also gives us an opportunity to use the polarizer more, to really darken down the blues where they kind of come through the pockets that we've got. So it makes it far more interesting, rather than just working with, say, a flat blue sky where often it's only really colour contrast that you're working with, or maybe black and white conversions. I find it very therapeutic to just come out with the camera without any prejudged ideas about what I might be able to photograph, and just enjoy the time. I just come out onto the shingle, waves gently lapping up onto the shingle bank. One of the things I really like doing is just sitting myself down, looking down towards the horizon, getting a glimpse of what there is in the distance, seeing whether I can pick out anything that my naked eye, or indeed even my enhanced, corrected eyes can't see otherwise. And often, you just still see things that you can't quite identify. But right over here, way over there in the distance, and there's no way you can see this because it's probably about 5 miles away. But on the horizon, right out, probably about centre of frame, I can see Orford Ness, which was a nuclear test site many years ago, and there's a kind of bunker structure over there, and I know it's not providing a terribly interesting photo, but it's not stopping me from shooting, because we all take photographs for different reasons, and different reasons at different times, in fact. So, I'm sitting here just kind of documenting my day, and if I get something great, wonderful. But very bright light and such, I probably won't. When I come to look at these shots at some point in the future, I will be able to remember sitting down on this shingle, having put my camera on the tripod, and just focusing on things in the distance. Anyway, I'll show you the picture of Orford Ness and a few others that I've taken, and I hope you like them. As I say, they're not going to be in any way awe-inspiring photos. Well, they probably won't be. If I'm wrong, do let me know. But they're documenting my time here, and that's nice. One of the things I really love watching, and it is part of photography, it's part of observation as much as anything else as well, but it's just the way the shadows cast from the clouds change the look of the landscape as the clouds move, and it's wonderful. At a distance, it's hard to really see unless you know what you're looking at. It's hard to fully appreciate that the differences between light and dark down here are just the light from the sun and then the shadows, rather than being different textures and substances in the landscape. Also, I'm watching a yacht. Oh heck, yeah, it's just getting light on it out here, and yeah. When I first saw it, I was talking about the light hitting down there, and it didn't have any light on the yacht at all. It was virtually indistinguishable out there. Now the sun's gone to hit it and it's passing a buoy, and now it's just coming across the Evergreen container ship. Sails are turning, catching a bit more light. That's better. Not great shots, but again very nice. Set upon just blue, acres of blue, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It might turn it into a black and white, might not turn it into anything, might not even show it to you. It's just the way it catches the light. It's very nice. They're not going to set the world alight, but they're nice little shots as it is. Well, it's time to get back to the motorhome for a bit of dinner and head out again afterwards. But on the way, walking back down the road, I stopped to take a photo of the bungalow. Hey, not the first, but this one's a little different, and I envisaged making it into a black and white. Which one do you prefer?
Become a vlogging channel for food.
It's not a vlogging channel for food, Sam. Oh. What's wrong with that? Having had a bit of food, back out again to capture another sunset up here. Cloud base has opened up quite a lot now. Although over the sea it's still a little dark, but yeah, fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get something spectacular again. Should do. Just looking at it, very nice. Anyway, we're right at the edge of the lagoon. I've got a number of shots already, but I thought getting down here quite low is quite nice. We've got a grad filter on here, so a 3 grad hard grad on there to just take the sky down a little bit. There's a polarizer in front, which is giving me the opportunity of cutting through some of the glare on the water down here, and we've got quite a nice kind of wide shot going through here. I'm shooting it as a 3 exposure bracket because there's an awful lot of shadow over here, and I'd like to get some of the detail out of the shingle, and it gives me most options. If this one's turned out, I'll show it to you now, and yeah, I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments. Click that like button, you know, the thumbs up one down there, and even if you don't like it, click it. What you got to lose? Hope you like the shot. I don't fly my drones as often as I should. I'm not entirely certain. Well, I do. I am certain why. It's just because I'm scared of flying the drone, not because I'm scared of being in the wrong place or whatever. You know, I've got all the licenses. I know what the rules are. I don't like confrontation, but there's hardly anybody about. The shots I've got from the drone are bloody awesome. Probably the best shots I have got at all over the last couple of days. And it's because the sun is low, casting wonderful shadows, and I can get high to catch those shadows. The colours are lovely, the shadows are lovely, and the subject is lovely. So here's a selection of drone shots which I really think cut the mustard. Okay, so the light's fading now. Well, I say fading, you can see where it is. I suppose it's got a couple of inches to drop yet. Anyway, from the drone, I got a glimpse of this shingle spit of island land here, and it looked awesome. The light is hitting it, as you can see, beautifully. I stood up on the ridge over here and I got a shot of it with the beach in the way. And on reviewing it, I felt that it was too complicated. So I've simplified it. And this is the trick that really everyone needs to learn, especially me often in photography. Keep it simple. So I did. So I came, as you can see, pretty close. Rushing to a degree here because the sun's dropping. I have on here more filters than I care to think of. There's a polarizer, there's a ND grad to soften darken the sky a bit, and there's a 6-stop filter behind it to smooth out all of this wonderful movement of the water here. I've got about a 20-second exposure. The light is awesome. Thankfully, there's not a lot of movement in the clouds. I didn't really want a lot of movement in the clouds. There's breeze, virtually none. Virtually no breeze whatsoever, which is really keeping those clouds beautiful. Somewhere up behind that cloud up there is that one. Can you see it? Yeah, that up there, that one there. I think it's that one. There's the moon, which looks awesome as well. But I can't get the moon in the shot also, which is a real shame. But anyway, here's the shot. I'm going to stop gassing about it. I think it's the shot of the trip, and I hope you agree. I hope you enjoyed that. Awesome photo at the end, I think. And if you want to watch some of my other vlogs and all that kind of stuff, they're appearing on screen now. Click the subscribe button, and thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one. Take care.